We are the universe's only hope. Everyone is relying on us. We can't fail. We won't fail. If we work together, we'll win together.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reboots of beloved childhood shows.
They're my family. You don't know them like I do.
For this list, we'll be looking at the reboots of our favourite childhood cartoons that managed to be just as good, if not better, than the original. Which reboot do you like best? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. This one is actually a reboot of a spin-off of a spin-off. Let us explain.
Your simulation is about to begin. Here's your scenario.
Netflix's She-Ra and the Princesses of Power is a reboot in the 1985 cartoon, She-Ra, Princess of Power, produced by Filmation. Filmation's She-Ra, however, is actually a spin-off of the production company's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, a cartoon you're likely familiar with if you grew up in the 80s.
And the Masters of the Universe!
And even if you didn't, you'll probably recognise some of the memes from the show. But it doesn't end there. He-Man was itself based on a line of Mattel action figures. So yeah, a reboot of a spin-off of a spin-off. It comes as no surprise that Netflix's She-Ra surpasses them all with its fantastic queer representation, powerful storyline, stunning animation, and wonderful voice talent.
You love me. You're such an idiot. I love you too.
Number 9. Scooby-Doo, Mystery Incorporated. There have been countless iterations of Scooby-Doo, including the HBO Max incarnation, so it was pretty difficult to pick just one reboot.
Just once it would be nice if someone thanked us for solving a mystery.
Good thing we're not in this to be liked.
But Mystery Incorporated has to take the win. While we love Scooby-Doo for its Monster of the Week formula, the Mystery Incorporated series takes things a step further.
You delivered. The local Hepcats are gonna dig this crazy joint.
We don't want to spoil anything in case you haven't seen it, but there's a larger conspiracy at play in this series' universe that ties seemingly unrelated episodes together in one epic overarching narrative. Plus, it took the kind of risk that no other Scooby incarnation ever has.
Like Daphne, you're so perfect. So beautiful.
Oh, Freddy.
Number 8. Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Longtime fans of Batman cartoons will know it's hard to beat out Batman the animated series, if not impossible.
Magnificent.
I suggest you save the flattery for the judge.
The animation was simple and appealing. The tone was very clearly inspired by the film noir, and it introduced many characters who were never before seen outside of the comics. In fact, Batman the animated series is responsible for the entire creation of Harley Quinn.
It is to laugh, huh, Mr. J?
Like we said, hard to beat, but The Brave and the Bold comes close. Even with its fair share of controversy, it's difficult to ignore how innovative the show's formula was. It paired our favourite Dark Knight with lesser-known DC heroes, giving them their own chance to shine alongside Batman.
Batman, I know all about you.
Number 7. Sonic Boom. In recent years, there's been a growing trend of turning video games into cartoons, but the Sonic franchise was one of the first to do it.
You're pure evil. Why are you coloring my arms?
The 1990s had Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and ABC's Sonic the Hedgehog. While the former employed more silly, slapstick humour, the latter went the more action-driven route, and it was the show fans of the games really wanted.
I was built for speed and born for danger. Speed is my middle name and danger is my game.
This is not a game, Sonic.
Still, with animation reminiscent of the games, clever writing, and plentiful references, Sonic Boom proved to be a reboot worth its weight in gold.
Sidekick tryouts. All qualified candidates welcome. Best candidate gets the job. Resume and references required. Can you believe this?
Number 6. Voltron, Legendary Defender. Much like most of the entries on our list, Netflix's Voltron goes above and beyond its origins. The power of nostalgia has nothing on this series.
These readings are off the chart.
For one, the animation is much improved, which is to be expected from how much time has passed between the two shows, but also because the animation team is made up of the same talent who animated The Legend of Korra. The executive producers also worked on both Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. So you know this show just has to be good.
Sometimes life is like this dark tunnel. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just keep moving, you will come to a better place.
It takes the elements of what made the original show so legendary, pardon the pun, and pushes the envelope on what's possible.
No, you don't understand. I don't like rides.
Then why were you in line?
Number 5. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, put down your pitchforks. We know there's been several reboots of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, with the most popular being the 2012 version. But hear us out.
This is unacceptable. Humble apologies, Master Shredder.
2003 TMNT doesn't get anywhere near the credit it deserves. It's a lot darker than the original 80s iteration, but it also has that wonderful dry comedy we've come to expect from our favourite mutant turtles, and all the action-packed adventures you could want.
Your reign of terror is over, Stockman. You've been practicing that? You like it?
Once narratives begin to extend over several episodes, the plotlines really outdo themselves and the characters evolve with a kind of admirable subtlety. 2012 TMNT pushes plots even further, and if you're looking for something unique with lots of humour and a whole overarching storyline bubbling beneath the surface, check out Rise of the TMNT.
Holy truffle mac and cheese.
Number 4. Thundercats. We're always up for reboots that take on a darker, more sophisticated tone than their original versions, especially where cartoons are concerned.
Thunder! 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 Thundercats! Ha!
This is exactly the case for the Thundercats, and given how campy the 80s series was, a more serious adaptation felt like it was in the cards.
What was that all about, Lion-O?
What were they?
Tell you, soon as I catch my breath.
The 2010 iteration still has its fair share of humour, don't get us wrong, but there's a heavier focus on developed characters, intricate storytelling, and action scenes. There's also the new Cartoon Network 2020 reboot of Thundercats, but we don't talk about that one.
Hey, looks like someone made it out of the explosion. Oh, cool. It's the Thundercats. Check them out.
Number 3. Transformers Prime. Any writers of a series reboot should be required to have been fans of the original. The audience can just tell when that kind of love is put into a show. This is exactly the case for Transformers Prime. It pays homage to the classics and the franchise as a whole, while still daring to trek into new territory by focusing on character development, well-choreographed fighting scenes, and an overarching narrative. It's a nice mix of the Michael Bay movies and Generation 1, which means a good balance of action and heartfelt moments.
In the fog of war, it's hard to see beyond the next leg of the mission, or the next punch in the fight. We did everything to save Cybertron.
If you're in the market for a great Transformers cartoon with gorgeous animation and a more mature tone, this one's for you.
And with the matrix of leadership, the planet Earth was saved.
Number 2. My Little Pony. Friendship is magic. The My Little Pony franchise has been around since the early 80s, since the debut of the original toy line in 1982, which spanned a whole 10 years.
Elements of harmony. I know I've heard of those before. But where?
From then, the 1986 cartoon was released, followed by the 1992 My Little Pony Tales.
Here you go, Bon Bon. One triple-decker Supreme with a cherry. It's usually 2 jangles, but for you, one of my best friends, 2 jangles.
Kids from every generation since then have grown up with My Little Pony, and it hasn't died down in the least.
I got here as soon as I could.
The 2010 My Little Pony Friendship is Magic reboot ran all the way until 2019 and is known for being a cartoon that parents can enjoy with their kids. There is a lot of debate over whether the original or the reboot is better, but we'll let you be the judge of that.
You're right, Spike. Thanks. Sometimes talking to a good friend is all it takes.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Teen Titans Go! The original Teen Titans was loved and is still loved by so many fans today, but Teen Titans Go is even better! Haha, gotcha!
Well, I guess you get a pass, but you two are disgusting.
Don't worry, we're totally kidding. Here's our real number 1. Number 1. DuckTales. The original DuckTales was so memorable, it honestly struck the fear of Disney into so many of us when it was announced that the show would be making a modern comeback.
Do you care for a sample, Mr. McDuck?
No!
Luckily, our fear went unfounded. The new adaptation of DuckTales gave us all the charm, wit, and stories we treasured from the original. Plus, some very welcomed additions, including more fleshed out characters, a whole family mystery to uncover, and comedy for days. The animation is downright beautiful, the voice acting is superb, and it manages to instill in its audience all the nostalgia we crave from a reboot.
The Dewey Dozen? Our brotherhood is the greatest scheme of all!
What else is there left to say but...
Woo! Vidcrawl! Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.